Welcome back to yet another episode of Door Kickers 2 Task Force North, where we've been trying to use real-world CQB tactics and infantry doctrine to play this game, Door Kickers 2 Task Force North. Today we're looking at a level called Phase 3, Secure, and it looks like it's going to be a tough one. Remember, if you like this game, you like what you're seeing in this playlist and this series and the gameplay that you're going to see in this video, you can grab a copy of this game off of my game store at nexus.gg/controlledpairsgaming. I, of course, also invite you guys to subscribe to the channel. And then take a look down below at all of the ways you can connect with the community and I around the internet and various social media platforms. I'd love to hang out with you guys. In today's mission, we have 8 troops to locate and disarm an unknown number of bombs. As always, this is a no-look. This is a blind attempt for me. This is the first time I've ever seen this map. And my frustration with the bomb defusal missions is that caution has to go to the wind and you have to just rapidly sprint to and try to find these bombs. I don't think I have successfully completed a bomb defusal in a first attempt yet, but maybe today is where that streak changes. And as you guys might have noticed, the last couple episodes, we've struggled a little bit because this latest update adds a pretty realistic, or an attempt at authenticity in the way of a suppression mechanic that affects, obviously, the way the enemy behaves, but the way that your own troopers, your own soldiers, your own operators behave under fire. And we've made some sloppy mistakes because we've leaned on the mechanics that we knew to be true over the last couple of weeks and months as we played the game, and they don't work anymore. And so we're going to lean heavily on mechanics like suppression and using our handheld devices to gain an advantage over the enemy before we maneuver. So as we begin to look at this map, let's go ahead and take a peek at it. It looks like an oil refinery of some sort. I've got 2 fast boats that have arrived to this pier. I've offloaded in an amphibious fashion a grenadier and, a marksman and a machine gunner down here. I've also put an assaulter over here. I've got 1 vehicle, doors open, street light on. Looks like there's probably pedestrian or activity of some sort in this area. I've got the potential for a ton of secondary explosions all through here. I don't know if these things are like rigged to blow, but clearly, tanks and other just evidence of oil and other sort of raw materials in the area. 2 pickups over here. I've got doors open again, indicators that people could potentially be milling about. Up top, kind of a factory signature, I-beams, more evidence of secondary devices potentially going to go off. I don't see initially any like overt, military sort of signature. That is until we get to this pretty obvious defensive fighting position here. So I'm kind of guessing that this is their main entry control point. The enemy's established a battle position responsible for pulling security or blocking along this avenue of approach over here. With that in mind, we obviously have an advantage coming over the beach or this amphibious position down here. So I'm going to kind of exploit that as best I can. Kind of my biggest challenge here is just finding the damn bomb, or bombs plural. And there's really kind of 2 major locations they can be. They can either be here or they can be kind of up here. I don't know why. I mean, if the scenario here is like a terrorist organization, hey, there's a gun right there and a meeting that was going on. So this is heavily enemy occupied. That's good to know. I'm glad I saw that. Yeah, there's another gun there. Fucking bathrooms. If this is like a heavily enemy occupied area, I don't know what they would be targeting. Like what would they put a bomb on? Maybe the refinery itself. Like that's a pretty common practice to attack infrastructure, right? But maybe, it looks like there's machinery and other mechanisms up here that would be equally or even more valuable than the raw materials themselves. So I think I'm gonna prioritize the clearance of this structure first. I'm going to achieve that by doing a surreptitious clear of this structure with a suppressed Peanut down here with his MP5 SD6. Yeah, and then over here, I'm going to, once I get this clear and secure, I'm going to allow Peanut to kind of hang out, and then I'm also going to attempt to surreptitiously get into this building as well, get this door open, and kind of establish a battle position from here that'll give me eyes along this long axis. Once that's all kind of said and done, I think I'm going to try to go through this locked door, clearing this direction Understanding that there's very likely an enemy, in this breach over here, this battle position over here. And there's certainly enemy here. I'm really looking for opportunities to kill them from this battle position if they squirt out the back. And then I'm also going to be looking for opportunities to kill them from this breach, or potentially go explosive through this door and engage in this way. Going explosive through this door, we know that that doesn't end well if we don't have fire superiority or handhelds employed. We have the added challenge in this map of employing handhelds will cause secondary explosions. It could also detonate the device, and of course the challenge that we don't know how long we have until this device goes off. We just know it's going to be soon, and we need to hurry. So all of that said, let's go ahead and start getting to work. I wonder, can I peek over here? Yeah, I can kind of peek over there. I'll tell everyone to stay quiet for now. I'm gonna have I'm gonna have Postman maintain the door. I'm gonna have Prime kind of go long over here very quietly. We'll give him a check right there. He'll maintain this corner the whole time. And over here, I think I'm gonna just kind of enter hard right away with Peanut because he does have the element of surprise. He'll throw that door open. And then up here, what I am going to do is kind of get an explosive charge here in case I end up needing it later on. I think I have, yeah, I'm looking okay. Got 2 more wall charges and plenty of explosives still to go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my ballistic breacher over here near this ballistic breach. So if we end up having to open up this, this ballistic breach rapidly, we'll have the opportunity to do that. And I'm going to go ahead and get that stack right behind him and ready to go. Where's my... There you go. All right, remember we're in a hurry. I don't know how much time we have. Hopefully enough. Here we go. All right, this is open. You specifically don't need to be quiet anymore. Civilian, we're still quiet, fortunately. Okay. Now we know there's definitely civilians on the map. I'm gonna go ahead and press up here. Charge is almost set there. Alright, we're going pistols out here. They don't have silenced pistols, unfortunately. That would have been a really good decision, to be honest with you. I just didn't think about it. But we're going to go ahead and enter and clear with these guys. I think I'll go ahead and open it. Alright, we are in a hurry. Man, I just don't want to give up the element of surprise quite yet, but I know that we are in a hurry. It's really frustrating, actually. We'll pick this. This is tough because I got to maintain rear security here, but I also need to watch the door. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to watch the door because it's the greater threat, because this only has access from the pier over here. Civilian. Alright, we're all quiet still. Got lucky. See, this is the challenge. We're not going to have any cover in this room. It's okay. We can make do with it, though. Alright, it's almost time to go loud. God, I wonder where these freaking bombs are. I think... my gut tells me over here, but the map, just the way that it clears, it leads me to go up here first, even though I think... Just looking at it, like if I'm the bad guy and if I'm, writing scripts for this game or whatever, I'm probably targeting infrastructure, not machinery. But man, we will see. Alright, I'm authorizing these guys to go ahead and go loud. I think I'm going to go ahead and start looking for an opportunity to get this battle position established, if there is one to get established. The least risky move for me, I think, is this one, because I can bail if I have to. There's one bomb. Whoa, got lucky. I'm going to tell him to go quiet, though. Okay. Nice work, Peanut. Push long. Hold this, clear this way. On the sprint, bro, on the sprint. Is that another mover there? Okay. Alright, I feel pretty good about this situation. I am going to go ahead and get attack reload in here while I have the opportunity. I still have the element of surprise. I know that there's a bomb here. This battle position is actually going to let me isolate while Peanut defuses. I don't have any smokes, which is, you know, classic. Oh, I do have smoke from right here. Alright, here we go. Shooter there. That's a rocket insurgent too. That's no bueno.
Alpha,
I'm gonna smoke this up. Fucking dude's making noise. Sprint, brother, sprint. He's gonna sprint. I'm also gonna get Postman into cover at a sprint as well. And I'm gonna push my DMR along also as a sprint, so we've got good cross coverage. That's gonna solve one bomb problem. Guys, I think there's probably more bomb problems, and I think that we are now officially in a hurry. So while that's happening, I'm gonna start working up top up here. So Breachman is going to go ahead and push to the far side. The rest of the stack is going to choke up. Switching to Shoddy. Breach, breach, breach. We always engage twice to defeat locking mechanisms. Kick. Flow in, flow in, flow in. That's why the number 1 man is not the breach man. We are allowed now. Ah, God, I want to throw a grenade there so bad. I just don't have good SA on it. We're going to keep going. I'm going to clear this window. I can now confirm 1 enemy at that location, so I am going to get a grenade over there. Alright, 1 bomb has been defused. That doesn't mean shit. There's definitely more. The question is just where, right? It's just freaking where, and we gotta hurry. Alright, here we go. You're gonna boot, you're gonna bang, you're gonna cover door, you're gonna cross cover here. Here we go.
Alpha, go.
Looking good, looking good, looking good. Pushing through. Far side, we're going to boot this and get out rapidly. I'm going to blow this up now. And I'm going to move my machine gun. At least. Kind of want to check this corner first. I'm not going to cross that threshold, so I am going to take... Damn, this room is a pain in the ass. There we go. Okay, this is clear. So I'm going to push this guy up to here at a sprint. Okay, I think that's about as good as it's going to get there. And now these guys have completed their initial task. I think I'm going to continue pressing with them just because I've got them available to me. So I'll go ahead and get this stack down here. That's looking good. Up top. Transition, you guys. We got to get external fast. There's no way I get there in time. I hate the unknown. Like, I don't have any intel. I don't know what's going on with the situation. This is dangerous, too. And putting this guy here is going to expose him to some weird angles. But we'll see how it goes. Shooter. RPG. And civilian. Freaking hell, I need to get this DMR in the fight, like, yesteryear. This is a problem, this is a problem, this is a problem. You need to get back into cover, like, right the hell now. All you guys can do is hold. Let this RPG go off. I don't like throwing grenades in this environment, for obvious reasons. Okay, thank God. Can I cancel this action? I can. Good. God, that freaking machine gun got into place at the perfect time. Alright, bro. Get back up here. Hold your spot. Grenade went out anyway. Please don't cause any secondaries. God. Minute and 30 seconds elapsed. Where's the next bomb? Where the fuck is the next bomb? I think I've just got to start getting aggressive, and with these guys that are down here on the bottom, I think I've just got to get him into here, and these guys on top, I've just got to get him into here, like, fast. This is a challenge. This is a big challenge. Is there a civilian in there? Veteran insurgent. Oh, I don't want to throw a grenade, though. Alright. Open breach becomes the freaking challenge here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this stack, and I'm going to go 3 over here on the double.
Alpha, go.
And I got to keep working these angles over here, too. This does not get much easier as we continue to press. Civilian. Alright, as soon as you get there, I need you to post up, my dude. Open breach, open breach, open breach. Alright, boys, we don't want to lead with that guy, so we're going to end up running past him, but I am going to get a bang in here if I can. Here's the bang. One man will lead straight in. Hold there. 2 man will come this way. 3 man will wait for the cue and hold here.
Alpha, go.
Insurgent. Alright, so this guy's unarmed. That doesn't mean he's not a threat. This open breach is a challenge. I need to come up here and pie this bathroom. We all know how I feel about that. And I need to take custody of this fucking insurgent all at the same time. This is... Oh, I knew it! Fucking knew it! I fucking knew it, dude. I was trying to get the clicks right. That was just... Oh, God. There's still a weapon right there. God damn it. There's still shooting going on up here. What's going on? You guys doing okay? Huh?
Hands behind your back!
Wait.
Alpha, go.
Hands behind your back! Suspect secured.
Gosh. Alright. I can't get this one-track mine. Alright, we gotta keep using... Man, fucking God. Oh, cannot believe that guy took a freaking... I knew it. I even said it out loud, we have to clear this bathroom. We have to clear this bathroom. We have to clear this bathroom. But I wasn't micromanaging it effectively enough. Which, yes, I realize that's what this is all about. I'm going to leave this sniper in position because he's absolutely got like the best angle right here, isolating this portion of the objective from my guys that are still working over here. Alright, this room is clear and secure. These guys can reconstitute. I'm going to send a buddy team into this, which is like absolute suicide. But these are extraordinary times.
Alpha, go.
And there's the bomb. What was the time? What was the freaking time? 2 minutes. So obviously that first attempt didn't go my way, but I wanted to share the replay just because I think I did do a lot of things right. This map ended up taking me 3 attempts. I'm also going to slam through the second attempt. It went okay, but I didn't clear this like tiny sliver on one of the bombs, and so I actually didn't discover it, and I left myself kind of wondering like, where is this last bomb? And it detonated after time had elapsed completely. So on a third attempt, I knew where the bombs were. I'm going to rush through the planning portion of that and make sure you guys get to see the full replay there at the end as well. These bomb defusal maps are really fun, but they're definitely more of a game than they are a tactical simulation or anything like that. Of course, Door Kickers isn't trying to be a tactical simulation. It's a top-down strategy game played in a tactical fashion, and that's why we enjoy it so much. I'm going to continue working through the rest of this campaign. Guys, we're almost there, and as soon as we get through the rest of the campaign, we're going to transition to more realistic maps. We're going to kind of return to some of the fundamentals of why we love this series and this game so much, and we're going to use this as a platform to talk informationally or in a teaching kind of fashion about CQB and Doctrine more thoroughly, and I hope you guys will stick around for that. But for now, let's take a look at what this final plan consisted of. So having rewatched my final attempt here, the attempt is awesome. The gameplay here is really solid, but I wanted to do a post commentary rather than a live commentary because, guys, I was pretty fired up when I was playing this. Like, I was getting really frustrated to the point where it would be an absolute buzzkill if I shared it with you, and I didn't want to ruin the gameplay with that negative Nancy bullshit that you guys don't deserve because I played poorly in my first 2 attempts. So instead, I'm going to describe what I'm doing here in a post commentary. I think what's interesting about this plan is it didn't change. The plan that I designed in my very first attempt of the 3 is the same one that you see being executed here with minor changes. So up top, I did go explosive into that corridor, and then other than that, I just moved a lot quicker. I didn't retain the element of surprise as long as I did in that initial attempt, because now we know we have 2 minutes of in-game time on the clock to accomplish our mission, but we're still maneuvering and occupying the same space. And the couple of challenges I ran into here is obviously the speed thing, but then also the amount of civilians on the battlefield, and then just some strange kind of geometry challenges that you're going to see here in just a second. The civilian behavior is kind of frustrating. You can see them just sprinting all over the place, sometimes towards me, sometimes into the open. Right here you see civilians between me and a target. I had my machine gunner hold fire there until they were into that structure, and then I allowed him to engage. So that was kind of some good micromanagement to prevent the engagement of civilian. We did end up with some civilian casualties, as you'll hear here in just a second. But now we've got a battle position up top established with that machine gun. We're also maneuvering along the top through that corridor, and then on the bottom we're already defusing the bomb that we identified in the first go through. I never fully pushed into that center compound there that I'm throwing that banger into, because there wasn't really a tactical advantage for me doing so, and with only a 2-minute kind of time limit, it just didn't make sense. We did kind of stick with the fundamentals in some of these entries. I used dynamic entry much more than combat clearance, just because of the nature of the speed requirement on this specific level. You can see there on the bottom, we've already got that bomb defused. Now I've got 3 assaulters that are available to me to go ahead and press towards that southernmost objective. And then I did kind of here for a second consider entering that center structure, but I never committed to it. Instead, I just remained external and just fought from the threshold and kind of locked down that structure so that it wouldn't be able to influence or allow anyone inside to shoot my guys in the back.
Alpha, go.
Kind of point of risk there. We did take a couple rounds in the plate from that guy who had a pistol because we didn't have good security over his shoulder. So that was kind of just a sloppy moment that resulted in an injured assaulter, but luckily no one ended up being killed from it. We've got good cross coverage on the bottom. We've got the southern clearance team ready to push in towards the southern bomb. And up top, we're now transitioning to a sprint. I'm bringing them out of a sprint to pie off this office area, but we do get engaged from the flank because the stack just wasn't tight enough. Luckily, we survived that one. Our machine gunner in our rear is still engaging bad guys as they come out of the threshold, so he's doing his job very well of securing our rear flank. And then here we're going back to back, pieing off the rest of that room. Now I know that structure is not a threat to me as I continue to push. And as I move those guys in the south further towards their bomb, I'm doing the same up top. I'm really proud of this clearance here. So check this out. We throw the bang. We know we have to go dynamic. We've already taken contact from the structure. Number 1 man here into this L-shaped room is going to take the long wall and hold the threshold. Number 2 man is going to split stack and push towards that first piece of furniture. Number 3 man is going to button hook in through that battle damaged area and then hold the graded door there, because we know that that's our next greatest threat. And then the 4 man in the stack is just now arriving. So really effective clearance here. I like this dynamic entry. It just worked really well, and we weren't able to prep it as much as I wanted to, but goddamn did it look freaking sweet. This is another example of a solid dynamic entry. Here, our biggest threat in my estimate was that open threshold where that bang is going, but then I'm tracing out this path and I'm thinking, man, I still haven't cleared that point of domination over there to the right. So it's important that my plan allows me to get that point of domination cleared, and I change it up to make sure that our number 1 man is going to take that point of domination. That pays dividends here in just a second. Down on the bottom, we continue to press. Now look at this entrance here where the purple and the orange guy are up top. We got pretty lucky. Look at that. Boom. Save your buddy on his flank. That's why we always check our corners. That's why you need to know your assignment going into the room. That's why the number 1 man is never wrong, and you always go his opposite to make sure that entire room is dominated. If we hadn't done that, we would have taken contact and ended up getting rolled up. On the bottom, we start to work our way through the raw material, kind of the oil storage portion of the level. Bro, I lost a guy here. This was frustrating. Look at this. Guys are in cross coverage. We're in cross coverage. See, you have to micromanage so much in door kickers that I just wasn't successful. I could have put it in slow motion and manipulated them more effectively. But bottom line, when this happens, like, the reason you're in cross coverage is to take that shot across your buddy's barrel and save his life. And we lost an assaulter there because we failed to do that. Whereas, real world, I'd like to see them step and earn their shot. I'd like to see them take a knee and earn their shot. A lot of different choices that could have been made that would have resulted in successful cross coverage and successfully completing that portion of the level without taking any casualties. That machine gun position up top just killed a civilian. If you didn't see it, he was shooting long and covering his buddy's flank, but there's a civilian between him and the crossfire. Here we're going dynamic up top. We've got double doors opening up into the machinery floor, the factory floor. And then on the bottom, with the 2 guys that I have left, I'm just being real deliberate about how I slice this place up. There's the bomb. I've got 25 seconds left on that bomb. I also have 25 seconds left on the bomb up top. We boot these doors open. We get our butts inside. This is a style of entry I don't think I'd ever feel comfortable using in real life because I'm setting the guy up top into I'm setting him up to shoot across his buddy's shoulder. We've all heard the term earn your shot, right? You get online with your buddy, you step wide to shoot around him, but here instead I basically gave him permission to shoot across his buddy's shoulder rather than earning his shot. That'd be very, very, very dangerous in a real world situation. We'd risk fratricide, and it's just something that I would never recommend doing. On the bottom, we continue to slice up the rest of the level. I think I saw someone in that dead space that I haven't cleared yet, so I'm rushing with my lead man to clear out the rest of the dead space while simultaneously committing my final assaulter there to the bomb to get it defused. You can hear a gunfight is also going on up top. Here we go ahead and we get that defused going, and we finish clearing off the rest of that dead space. That gunfight up top is still going on, but I know that they've got it well in hand because we've got good security. Haven't heard anyone take any damage, and I really wanted to make sure that my guy defusing the bomb down here was in fact protected, and he was. We've got 16 seconds left. It takes 10 seconds to defuse the bomb. That means we have 6 seconds up top to get to the bomb and get it diffused. So we're going dynamic here, really, really dangerous entry, moving into cross coverage. We've got good security all over the northern factory portion. I've only got 13 seconds, so I need to begin my defuse. I'll have 2 seconds to spare because I began defusing at 12, and we go and just stand on our bomb diffuser to provide good local security. Guys, look up top. Look up top. There's an I-beam just on top right there. You see that tiny fucking sliver of dead space? That tiny sliver of freaking dead space. Yeah. Listen to my reaction. Just listen how pissed off I was here. This was just, I got fired up. What can you say? There's just like, this place is a nightmare. This place is a fucking nightmare. This motherfucker can't hide behind an I-beam. I've never been so frustrated by a level in this game in my entire life. Yes, that gives you an idea of how I was feeling at the moment that occurred. All in all, though, a hell of a level. I actually defused all the bombs, and guess what? There's one son of a bitch left on the level that I had to go kill. And it felt good because, guess what? It was the dude in the bathroom in the center of the level, the same one that killed me on the first go around. But we wanted to kill him in a ceremonial way. So what's the best way to do that? The obvious answer is a Simo wall shot and engagement with direct fire. And there you have it, folks. Let's check out that replay.
Alpha, go. Alpha, go.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this absolute nightmare of a level, and if you want to grab a copy of Door Kickers 2 Task Force North and torture yourself, you can do that by grabbing a copy from my game store, where your purchase will help me out. Super thankful if you choose to buy the game that way. Until next time, I'm Controlled Pairs, and I play the most immersive tactical shooters and combat simulations in the entire world. This was Door Kickers 2, and I'll see you in the next one.